gathering today for the Fall Equinox meditation. We've got a lot going on today. It's a new moon and it's an eclipse. My loves, gathering. Hello, hello. Today is an extra special, beautiful, powerful, light pouring day to get clear on where we're going, let a little stuff go as we climb up this mountain of light. Today, there's a lot going on in the cosmos. It is an eclipse. It is the second eclipse of the month, which is very rare. So we had an eclipse on September 7th, and now an eclipse today on this Sunday, September 21st. That first eclipse of the month was about getting clear about what you want to let go of. Today's eclipse is about sealing the deal. So first we bless and release, and then we bring in the light. We have mental clarity, higher desires, and we get really clear about what we want to receive and offer for the rest of 2025 and beyond. Super powerful day. In addition to it being an eclipse on this Sunday, it is also a new moon in Virgo. New moon is obviously about fresh starts. It's about clarity. It's about declarations and vision. So double light. And we are on the beginning wave of fall equinox. Fall equinox, autumnal for some of us, officially begins tomorrow, Monday, at 11:40 a.m. Pacific time. So 11, 12, 1, 2, that's 2:40 a.m. or p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, fall equinox. Equinoxes are all about, and it doesn't matter what hemisphere you're in, equinoxes are all about downpours of light, bringing yin and yang energy together to create what we want, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, just so much more light coming. Now, what we're going to do is everybody is pouring in. Thank you for being here. You will get the recording. Team, in the introduction, can you let me know what's happening with the recording? The recording of this, of course, the replay will be available on Substack. Equinox and solstice meditations from me will always be free. They will always be at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Feel free to share it. We're going to do something a bit different today. As you're all coming in, let me give you a few pointers for setting up for this meditation. If you can be facing the east, face to east. And I'll take you however I get you for meditations. If you are doing this while you are walking your dog, if you're doing this seated in motion, that's cool. Let me give you the ideals. Ideal, you are seated, your spine is straight so we don't have any obstructions with the energy flowing up and down our shushumna, our chakra system. We face the east so that we can kind of hitch our wagon to the cosmos, the prana, the rising sun. If you have any candles, light them. If not, I've got candles lit all around me. I'm going to turn up the volume of a mantra I am playing. Can you hear into this? Someone from Team D, give me a sound check. I just need you to hear this just quietly in the background. We've got the Gayatri mantra. I play the Gayatri mantra from Meditative Mind. If you are in the Centered membership, that is in the Centered Hub. And I'm going to do something different today, which is normally we would do the meditation and I would just seal that container and get off of the channel. But because we're doing this on Substack Live, hello, Joy, I'm going to just take a pause. If you want to take a break, you can do that and come back. And I'm going to throw down on some teachings after about the best things to do on a new moon, which today is, and an eclipse, which is the second eclipse of the month, and moving into fall equinox, which officially begins tomorrow. So we'll be here for about 25 minutes in the visualization. Hello, Jen. Hello, Nancy. I love you both. And then we'll just put a bow on that. and then I'll throw down on optimizing the day. Today is one of the most powerful days for the rest of 2025 to get clear on where you want to go and what you want to receive in order to go where you want to go. All right. Team D will let us know where the replay is going to be and the link that you can send your friends to. Share this far and wide. You can listen to this meditation repeatedly until the next solstice or equinox. All right. I think that's everything for opening up. Hello to all who are gathered here. Remember, where two or more are gathered, there's more juice, there's more light. If you are new here, we usually get a few thousand people who will participate in this meditation in the first 24 hours. If you're new here, I'm Danielle LaPorte. And all you need to know about equinoxes and solstices is that LaPorte is here, 7 a.m. Pacific. This is always free. My app, Centered, is in Mighty Networks, and that is always free. And that helps you pair the energetics of the days of the week, the planets that influence each day, and make some great decisions around planning. And we have our Centered community. It's all about living a heart-centered life. And let me open with this quote. Give you one more pointer about breathing. So as you're rolling in, throughout all of our practices, we do natural breathing, meaning you're breathing in, you're inhaling and exhaling through your nose, and your mouth is closed. Why do we do that? Because that is really great for the parasympathetic nervous system. If you can, be seated, ideally in lotus position, crisscross applesauce. If not, you can lay down, or you can be seated in a chair and have support for your back. Energy is flowing through your spine. We're going to be here about 20, 25 minutes in the visualization. I'll seal that, and then we'll go into some teaching about making the most of the day. My request, hello Anjali, is to not be too chitty chatty in Substack while we're meditating. We're going to have people coming in to this container, but save all your questions for the end. Hello, Melissa. I love you. And we're going to work with nature and imagery and color frequencies. For those of us who do not see things in visualizations, this is an actual phenomenon that I've learned about over the years. The instruction is to just believe. So believe that. So you're going to see yourselves walking to the top of a mountain. It's all easy. There's lots of light happening. Just believe that you're in a space where there is light happening. If you just see blackness and the void, beautiful. There's no right or wrong. You're going to get the effects of it. All right. I'm going to open with this quote from VS. So VS is a metaphysical practitioner that I've been collaborating with, blessed by, for about a decade. And we co-create all of the visualizations practices together. Okay, let's begin. Beautiful teaching from VS to open this up. When the inner sun, our true nature, is in the foreground, all becomes lit up with its radiance, and all becomes sacred. We appreciate the sacred in ourselves, and we appreciate the sacred ground in all beings. From this point of view, every day is the equinox, and every day is one more occasion to realize that the entire planet, the entire solar system, the entire multiverse is our altar, our offering. And from this space of deep reverence, we move through our world filled with love, hope, and deep faith. All right, we begin. If you want to have your right hand on your heart, left hand over, do that. If you need more energy today, have your palms facing upward. We dedicate the merits of this practice to the awakening of all sentient beings, and the healing and purification of Mother Gaia. You can return your hands to your knees, and then we begin with an invocation. You can repeat out loud after me, very quietly or silently within, or you just come along for the ride. With love and gratitude, invoking the eternal loving presence of the higher ones, including our higher selves, our inner divinity, and our innermost light, for helping us to heal on all levels and embody wisdom and compassion. All right, we begin with the practice. Breathing's natural. You're going to visualize yourself walking on a snow-covered trail. You're warm, feeling safe, at ease. So you're on a rustic trail at the base of a mountain, and everywhere you look, this whole landscape for miles and miles is covered with fresh, pure, white snow, glistening, light in all directions. The quality that you are aware of is pristine, shimmering, reflective light in all directions. Walking down this trail, it's the energy of miraculous grandeur. You're aware of this brilliant sun shining above you, radiating golden white light in all directions. You're warm, you're at ease. You begin to walk up this mountain, and it's easy. Quality through this whole space and experience is ease, warmth, shimmering white light wherever you look, pristine luminosity, easy walking, divine beauty. You're gently walking step by step, easy pace up this snowy trail. And you're aware that this is a walking meditation that you're doing. You're contemplating all the blessings in your life, all the blessings in life itself as you're walking up the side of this mountain trail. You're warm, you're at ease, you're aware of this quality of pristine luminosity because everything is covered in snow. Pure, fresh snow, layering the trail, the mountain you are walking up with ease, this beautiful, rustic, snow-covered, and you're bending time as all of the blessings of life are in your awareness. You become aware you've been walking in this landscape for a few hours. Quality of pristine light. You're arriving at the pinnacle, the top of this mountain range. Doesn't have to be the very top of the mountain, but you're high up on this path, aware of that sun shining down above you, golden sun. And you come to a place to sit. So you see a stone peak. You just think to yourself, that's going to be the perfect place to sit, to go deeper into this practice. And you take a meditative stance on this mountain. So you're going to be seated in this comfortable place. You're all warm and bundled up, sun shining above you. Maybe this rock that you're going to sit on, it's like a throne, got support for your back, basking in the sun. You see yourself seated in lotus position, or depending how you see yourself dressed in this, maybe your feet are firmly planted on the ground, your spine is straight Think equanimity, equipose, easy pose. You are comfortable. You are aware that there's nothing but sunlight everywhere. Everything is ablaze in the warmth of this golden sun. And you become aware as you look out in the distance of this landscape. There are hundreds and hundreds of mountain ranges in your view. As far as your eye can see, mountains of all shapes and sizes, hundreds of them. And they are all covered in this quality of glimmering, shimmering snow, all being blessed by the light from above. By the way, that light from above is the collective soul. You become aware that you're using the wisdom, the power of your mind to project anything you want, higher quality virtues, onto this white, pure landscape, all of these mountaintops, this vast range covered in snow. It's almost like a movie screen. Anything within your heart, I will guide you through this, that you want to project onto this white shimmering landscape being blessed by the sun above, you're going to be doing that. It's the energy of creative agency, creative energy. You're going to project pure energy onto the landscape in front of you. Your breathing is natural. I'm going to suggest some energies, some soul qualities, some virtues that you're going to stream out into this beautiful space. Your breathing is natural. You're aware of the warmth of the sun above you. Everything is easy here. Just set your mind's intention. Into this space, from your heart center, you are pouring compassion. Everything is amplified in this space, that sun above, giving that shimmering quality onto the snow-covered landscape. You are amplifying wisdom. You don't even need to think about this. Set your intention. We're in this group space. Your soul, your being, your body knows what the quality of compassion is, and wisdom and faith. All of these words, these energies are capitalized, streaming out from your being, your body, your heart center in all directions, from the front of your heart chakra, the back of your heart chakra, sun above and the sun within, streaming out the energy of trust onto this landscape. This is all with ease. You are flowing out the energies, the virtues of hope. Essential. So easy. We know it. We've got it because we're together. Your breathing is natural. Few more virtues we're going to put into this majestic snow-covered space. The soul quality of joy, our natural state of being. We are bringing the virtue of joy to the forefront of our life. You are streaming this forward, backwards, front of your heart chakra, back of your heart chakra, to these mountain peaks, snow-covered, shimmering light. And then finally, all together, we are streaming out the soul quality, the virtue of divine love through this landscape. Divine love, inclusiveness. You're aware that you are at the pinnacle, this mountaintop, collective soul symbolized by the sun shining on you and everything. Qualities of warmth and intense tenderness. Tenderness is the medicine. Okay, I'm really going to amplify the love now. So you gaze into the distance, as far as your eye can see, hundreds and hundreds of mountaintops. Little mountains, big mountains, peaky mountains. round mountains. You become aware that some of these mountaintops, some of these peaks are seated people that you love. They've also climbed up this snowy trail, found their comfortable, warm seat on a mountain range. Your friends, as many friends as you want, just a few or dozens, everybody you've ever met in your life. Because this space is vast. Mountaintops as far as you can see. It could be one family member. They're there. It can be acquaintances, coworkers, your neighbors, your parents, your children. Anyone you'd like to participate. This is easy. You just think you're using the luminosity of your mind. All of your students. I always see all of the members in our centered collective. Thousands of people, thousands of mountaintops. All of the people participating today. You could see pets. Okay, and now we're going to go within even deeper. So very gently place your attention on your heart chakra, center of your heart, using your mind to go into that golden, warm, friendly, unconditionally friendly, as the Buddhists would say, luminous space. And now you're going to visualize or imagine, or you're just going to believe through the sound of my voice, that there are streams of golden yellow light, ribbons of light emanating from your heart center to the hearts of each person that is in this space, the other people that you're aware of, your loved ones. If you want to add anybody onto these mountaintop ranges that maybe you have been in conflict with, people you know or don't know. Can be thousands of people in this, or just 3. With so much ease streaming from your heart, golden, undulating, shimmering rays of light from your heart center to the heart center of everybody else in this meditative space. Streaming from the heart of you to the heart of them, the front of your heart chakra, the back of your heart chakra. Easy. This is so easy because we say so. Golden, pure, shimmering light in all directions. You are aware that light is streaming, ribbons of light from the heart centers of everybody in this space coming to you. And then because we're all streaming these ribbons of light from our heart centers, we are creating a golden, pulsating grid of light. It's like a mesh, a matrix of light. Aware of how powerful this is. And this white luminous space with the collective soul above us, the sun shining in all directions. Your heart center, our heart center, their heart center, emanating pure golden light in all directions running through our hearts. It's like a holographic sea of pure, radiant, luminous light. This, by the way, is the eternal reality. It is happening all the time. We're vivifying this. We're amplifying this. We're setting our intention. We're increasing our awareness of this pure sea of prana, of life force. We're raising the life force with our love, with our intention, with our togetherness, being blessed by the new moon today, by the eclipse today, by the approaching fall equinox, lucidity of mind, amplification of light, purity of intention, vibrancy via togetherness, robust radiance. Qualities You're seeing this, you're feeling this, you're aware of this, you're believing this from your heart center to the heart center of everybody else in this space of luminosity, qualities, divine light, divine love, divine power. And now we move into prayer. You can repeat this out loud. You can really articulate this. You can repeat it softly, whisper it. You can say it silently within, or you can just be held by this prayer. I'll offer this really rhythmically so we each have time to repeat it in our own way or to take it in. May the emanations, permutations, and blessings from my heart center and the connected heart centers of all those who practice together radiate through all dimensions and directions, cleansing, purifying, sanctifying, lifting up and harmonizing all spaces and interspaces, so that all beings everywhere are enveloped in deep blessing and divine union with their inner sun, their higher self. May the inner sun, our inner divinity, light up all and everything so that we may individually and collectively learn to accept our soft spots, our woundedness, and our shadow spaces. With the loving inclusiveness of the inner sun, our soul consciousness, our Buddha nature, our Christ nature, our inner divinity. May all elements everywhere transform, harmonize, and rebalance, leading to vaster vistas of consciousness for any and all. Our closing of this prayer, thank you. In full faith, so be it, and so it is. I'll just stay in this space for a little while longer. I'll give you cues for the visualization, and then I'll move us into a closing. Space of pure luminosity, glistening, shimmering light in all directions. Vaster vistas of divine light, divine love, divine power. The beauty and the efficacy of group determination, ever continuous and growing awareness of prana and life force streaming from our heart centers to each other, a holographic sea of pure, divine radiance, ease, compassion, inclusiveness, joy, this quality of divine new moons, beautiful eclipses expanding us, and equinoxes every day in our awareness. We begin to close the practice. When you're ready, give all of your thanks. You light it up from your heart center, and that radiance from the cave of your heart, from your heart chakra. If you want to bring extra awareness to the power of that, you put your right hand on your heart. That radiance shines in all directions, outward from the front of your heart, backwards from the back of your heart, all directions diagonally. Brilliant like the sun. You have the support of the collective soul in the form of a sun always shining above you. It's eternal. It's with you. It's with you 24/7. Light up your gratitude and your appreciation for the great mother, divine feminine, that feeds us and nourishes us on all levels, all elements. Ever generative, ever creative, unconditional, ever flowing love into you, through you, and out from you, connecting all of us. Innate divinity, inner sun, all held by the divine masculine. We close with the invocation that we began this practice with. With love and gratitude for the eternal loving presence of the higher ones, including our higher selves, our inner divinity, our innermost light, for helping us to heal on all levels and embody wisdom and compassion. Breathing's natural. Maybe you want to take a few deep breaths to come out. I'll seal this practice with gratitude, and then I'm going to shift into a few instructions about making the most of this day. If you want to stay in this and keep your eyes closed all day long, you can lay down, you can stretch, you can sign off, you can move into some spinal twists and really get that light moving through your body. You can do my eager beavers, you can do some jumping jacks, shake off anything that you don't need or want that isn't aligned with that higher light. Get it out of your system. Extra blessed today. Just sit here and breathe. You could grab a journal and write down some thoughts. You could have a sip of tea. I'm going to say cheers, and then I'm going to shift into teaching. But before I do that, Dana. Grateful to everybody for being here. This is one of my favorite things to do in life is show up every equinox, every solstice, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern, and do these meditations always for free. When you get future notifications, invite your friends. An email will go out today. You will get the replay. If you're here because you're a Substackian, cool. But make sure you get on the list and go into our app. My app is free. Go to getheartcentered.com. Someone from Team D will drop that. I love all these hearts. Gratitude, Georgia, Jen, Jackie, Annie. If you want the replay, please just send it to friends. Send it to your friends who are down with this. Send it to your friends who just like don't get it at all, or you think they don't, and just say, just replay this, girlfriend, boyfriend. You can replay this every day. This is such a beautiful thing to just go back to, just 20 minutes. You don't even have to participate. You could just have it in the background. You just think thousands of people will listen to this by the end of this day. Okay, let me move into teaching. All the hearts are so beautiful. Thank you, Elizabeth and Lynn and Kim and Danielle. Lots of Danielles today. And David, I'm always so glad you're here. Make sure you head to getheartcentered.com and you get the app for free where we're informing you about the energetics of the days of the week. Thank you for jumping in here. It's all real because nothing more real than the light and love. Yeah. Hey, Kristen. Okay, let me tell you about today and optimizing today. Today is a new moon in Virgo. Today is the second eclipse. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Stacy. I love you deeply. Today is the second eclipse of the month, and we are moving into fall equinox beginning tomorrow. So Deanna, I love it when you're here. Let me walk you through the meaning and the power of each of those things. And then stay on if you can. I'm going to tell you about how I make the most of these days and this season. So, a rundown on new moons. New moons, I think, obviously, are fresh starts, declarations, clean slate, tabula rosa, we begin new. But let me walk you backwards for a second. My observation is that, those of us who are like in the wellness space and on the path, we're just like, we're going to put all of our energy into the new moon. But before you make the most of the new moon, you got to take out the garbage. So in the centered space, I have this collective, this membership. What we do is we make the most of the dark of the moon. The dark of the moon is the 24-hour period that happens before the new moon. So we do a bless and release practice, a write and burn practice. So what I did last night, what I do every dark of the moon, is I put pencil to paper, and for about 21 minutes, and if you're in the centered collective, come in. It's so beautiful. I know many of us are doing this. So I have some questions. I have a set of questions that cue you on things that you want to bless and release on the dark of the moon. If you're not in the collective or if you don't have the questions handy, just put pencil to paper and write what you want to let go of. And you're going to write your list and just get out all the dark stuff and the grievances and the shitty thought forms that you're tired of thinking, and the thing the person said that you wish they didn't say, and the thing you said that you wish you didn't say, and all the repeated patterns. And you get it out and you write as long as you want and as dark as you want and as bright as you want. I bless and release. And my experience is that towards the end of that writing, things will start to feel lighter and you will start to feel some gratitude running through your system. You'll start to feel the release. You'll start to feel grateful for the consciousness that you can see what's been dark and heavy and that you're using that consciousness to let it go. We are pouring our light on the stuff in the darkness and transmuting it. You write it, you burn it. I usually have a page or two. I let myself be in it. And then I have a metal sink in my kitchen. I just light it in the sink. I open my windows, turn on the kitchen fan. And then this is essential. If you're going to do a burning practice, please get yourself in a salty bath. Or if you are blessed enough to live by the ocean, get yourself in the ocean, because what you're doing in the blessing and releasing and the writing and the burning is you're kicking up all of that dense stuff that's in your auric field and it's hanging out in your field. What helps dissolve it and kick it out is salt and water. Salt is one of the most powerful substances from the body of Mother Earth. This is her way of supporting us to let go of the heavy stuff. So when I say write and burn, what I'm really saying is write, burn, bathe. Write, burn, bathe. Take a salty bath. I'm going to explain how I actually do it. I really give her. Dollars and Cents here on Substack says that she or he, can't tell, did a write and burn last night and had 4 pages down. Right on, girlfriend. So what I do is I do my write. I have a mantra playing. I burn my pages. I put 4 or 5 cups. So my tub, not filled with water yet. plug my tub, 4 or 5 cups of salt, Dead Sea salts. I order it in a huge bag. Lasts me about 3 months. Go into the tub. Then I put essential oils, 2 or 3 essential oils that I'm just intuitively called to, about 12 drops of each. I drop those essential oils on the salt. I do it clockwise. When you want to undo something, you go left to right, counterclockwise. When you want to seal something, I'm sealing the cleanse. Drop my oils on the salt, and then I run the water. And then I'll put some flower petals, some leaves in the water because I'm calling on the plant kingdom to help really move things out. It's not just for pretty. I mean, it's beautiful. And then I do my bath, 20-ish minutes, really just letting things go. And I'm setting the intention that I'm so grateful. I'm in deep appreciation for the release, that more light comes in. I think more clearly, I'm more lucid. I love more freely. Drain the tub. I take all of the petals out. I'm going to put those in my composter or just in my bathroom garbage. Bless the plants, thank you. And then shower with soapy water because, again, you just loosen more up and you just get that soap out. You're clean as a whistle on all levels, the astral, all your energy bodies. I'll often do a write and burn. If I'm having a hard day, do a write and burn. And I make no promises, but you feel better. Okay. So write and burn on dark of the moon, which brings us to a new moon. Today is a new moon in Virgo. Virgo is about purification. Virgo is about systems. Virgo is about devotion. Virgo. I have 4 planets in Virgo. I'm more Virgo than most Virgos. Although my sun sign is in Gemini, which is why I just talk all the time. New moon in Virgo is about clarity, purification, and devotion. Let me just go back and answer Sandra's question here. If you have a shower and you don't have the tub, this is what I do when I'm in hotels or at friends' houses. There's no bathtub. I have a bowl or a jar of salt. I used to have a mason jar, not the safest in a tub, but they don't break. I used to have a mason jar with a lid on top of salt. I get my essential oils. I'm in the shower, handful of salt, essential oils, or I put the essential oils in the salt in a bowl, a scoop, and then I put some liquid soap and I scrub and I scrub and I scrub and whew, same effect. Intention is so much. Get that salt and just, I'm cleansing and letting go. Thank you. Thank you, salt. Thank you, mother. Okay, where was I? New moon, Virgo. Okay. And can you do salt baths? You can do salt baths and write and burns any day of the week. There are more ideal days, like there are days where we get extra shadow, extra light to let it go. But any day, I am moving into a practice, this is kind of nuts in the best divine way, of doing write and burns a few days a week and salty baths 3 to 5 times a week. I want to think clearly. I want to love more intensely. I want to be the best possible teacher and lover and friend and mother and all of it. I want mental lucidity. I want to bring more light down. So that's what I'm up to. Okay, let's talk about eclipses. Today is an eclipse. Today is a solar eclipse. Eclipses are about, I'm going to put this in the most positive way because there's lots of stuff online that is adding to people being freaked out by eclipses. There are days of the year, days of the month, where the shadow comes up, where we feel more emotional, more triggered, where our memories are activated. This is beautiful. This is our opportunity to see it, to be aware of it, to be conscious of it. Today is the day. Today is new moon. Today is eclipse. Today is we are moving towards fall equinox tomorrow. If you can get yourself in salty water, do it. say your prayers in that salt. Always enter the bodies of water with gratitude first. Gratitude for the mother. The oceans are the body of the mother. Just think liquid body of divine feminine. That's it. And then you release. And then you give thanks for the release. And then you offer a prayer for all. Eclipses are what is no longer serving us. I am aware of what has been holding me back. I see it with love. I do not ferociously place my attention on what is holding me back. I gently, spaciously put my attention on the lower vibrations, on the density, bring them to the surface with love, and they are healed. They are transmuted into light. That's the day. That's today. If you're going to do a write and burn, Isabel, and you can't burn things, tear it up and put it into your composter, your recycling, or your garbage. Okay. Now, let me continue with how to make the most of today. So beautiful to see so many people here. I've been preparing for this new moon eclipse and fall equinox for about a week. So equinoxes are days where the divine feminine, the divine masculine coming together to vivify, to make the light more vibrant. It is the day where we are getting a downpour. So what do you want to do when you're getting extra light? When you're getting that extra boon, BOON, that extra blessing? You want a vision. You want to refresh your altars. You want to say, this is what I am receiving in life. This is what I'm here to co-create with the divine. Bless her up. It's like supplements. It's like an IV for your visions. This is the day, today and tomorrow, the day to really light it up. So in the centered collective, although you can, just do this if you have an altar, but in the centered collective, my friends, we have a heart-centered altar kit, which walks you through how to set up a heart-centered altar. We're working with the 4 elements. You've got the candle, the water, the flowers, the soil, all the things. Also in the centered collective, my people who have been with me for a long time or just joined, make sure that you go into the centered collective hub to look for instructions for a devotional platter, very similar to the altar. Back to what I'm going to be doing today. If you have an altar, if you do not have an altar, today and tomorrow are one of the best days of the year. All equinoxes, all solstices, primo day to set up your altar, to bless it, to vivify. So I have written prayers on my altar. They're all folded up in a little bowl that a friend gave me from India. I'm going to look through which prayers have been answered. Thank you. Alleluia. And which prayers I'm still working on blessing up and manifesting. I will remove some of those. I will add to some of those. All of this, by the way, if you want to head to daniellelaporte.com/course, I've got a course called Daily Energetics Course. Got to get in there before September 28th. All of these practices for heart-centered altar, for write and burn, for devotional platter, are all part of the Daily Energetics course. And with that course, you are getting our centered planner for free, which is a big, juicy deal, and it's shipping everywhere in the world. So today, I'm going to open my windows. Yesterday, I saged my entire living space because new moon, eclipse, and equinox, I really give her. I'm not this intense all the time, but 4 times a year, equinoxes and solstices, I open my cupboards, my drawers, I sage, cracks, corners, behind doors, all of it. And then I Palo Santo. I'm not buying any more Palo Santo. I probably got enough for the rest of this lifetime. Palo Santo is now moving to an endangered substance. I play some mantras, windows open. I'm letting go. I'm calling on the eternal loving presence of the higher ones to help me bless and release anything that is not aligned with joy. I have a Pinterest board, and I go on my Pinterest board and I look for images that are what I want to manifest and receive. You notice when I talk about manifesting, I'm talking about receiving. I'm trying to really um, emphasize that we are in collaboration. We are dancing with the cosmos to co-create. We're not doing it all on our own. We don't have to work hard to manifest. We're just setting our pure intention, our higher desires, and we're calling on the divine to help us know that we can receive it, that it's all possible, and to let it go. We're not going to get everything that's on the vision board, but everybody all the time, we're all in a place where we can be deeply satisfied and enjoy. Okay, so for about a week, I've been working on my Pinterest board. I will print out images that I want on my altar around new relationship and abundance and health and the wellness for humanity. Always heart-centered visions and altars include the benefit of all of us. It's not just about getting what we want. Um, I have a little container. I'm really giving you all the goods today. I have a little container on my altar that is for the incense. So it's a little clay container that my son made when he was in kindergarten. And that's a way of blessing him simultaneously. I have it full of rice and lentils. Why? Because it's just a beautiful way to hold your incense sticks. I always have 7 small incense sticks on that altar, and I light one a day. Sometimes I light multiple days for multiple incense, but always 7. I'll put on fresh flowers. I will change the water. I will change the soil that I have, and I will change my candles. I have images, just photographs, just one of each person in my life that I am blessing. I have our business objectives written out. I have the names of everybody who is on Team D because I love them so deeply. Um, and other beautiful things that are meaningful. So today I will start to refresh my altar. Tomorrow, being fall equinox, where we are getting that extra downpour of light, I will let her rip with the blessings. I will pray. I will chant. I will play the chants. I will burn all the things. And then, this is important, I leave it alone. So this is the comparison I always give with setting our heart-centered altars. Um, First of all, we're 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 erecting our altars as I always think of them as an acupuncture point on the planet. The best days of the year, as I've said, to change, to either set up for the first time or change your altars are equinoxes, officially happening tomorrow. We're moving into it, fall equinox, and solstice. So your next opportunity, if you want to set up an altar, you could actually start getting ready for it now, is going to be winter solstice, December 21st. And then we've got spring equinox and summer solstice. Okay. Um, where was I going with that? I think I need some breakfast. Um, yes, setting it. Okay. You tend to your altar every week. Sunday is ruled by the sun, solar energy, Christ consciousness, Buddha nature is the best day of the week to be in devotion. It's another reason why today is such a powerful day to have this new moon on a Sunday and an eclipse and moving into equinox. I clean. I I bless my altar every Sunday. I mean, really, I bless my altar every day. It's in a cupboard. I open up the cupboard door and I just give thanks. I light my candle. I light my incense. I give thanks. Okay. I do not remove anything or add anything on the altar other than on solstice days and equinox days. So here's the analogy I give. You go to a restaurant, you place your order, you call the waiter back and you say, "Oh, actually, I want it done this way." And then you call them back and you'd say, "Oh, I'd like this side. Oh, actually, I want to have this appetizer instead." You are reducing your chances of getting exactly what you want when you want it. You're not letting the chef do his job. Set your altars up and don't mess with them. Bless them on a weekly basis. Tend to them, change the flowers, the water, the soil, light your incense. But the pictures that you have, the deities, the sacred objects, the prayers, let them sit, let them marinate, let them be blessed. Just let them be, let them go. When you are manifesting, you offer with trust from a place of abundance, never from lack. You offer with trust onto your own actual altar and the altar of your life to be blessed and to be energized, to be helped, assisted by the universe. Let it go. Then just do your job. Show up with your prayer and your actions every day. Show up, be on time, be on time. Work with people who help you see more clearly and help you cross finish lines. The universe has got it for you. The universe is behind the scenes. The universe includes your higher self, your inner divinity, the angelic kingdom. They are working on all the synchronicities. They are weaving with strands of light. So doors open and you get the phone call and you bump into the person and you wake up clearly and you have the right idea. Oh, maybe we should. Oh, I haven't reached out to. Oh, maybe now's not the time. Oh, I'm still in waiting, active waiting. Okay. What else will I be doing on the new moon, eclipse, and equinox? Praying like a mofo. Okay, this is the other thing I will be doing. And I've been working on this for about a week. I hope I'm really instilling everybody how beautiful and powerful these portals are. And we really start to move up. Yes, Sophia. Okay, so ideally, your altars, the placement of your altars, they are facing east. We're just working with the ideal and we'll take it however we can get it. So do not have altars in your bedrooms or obviously in your bathrooms, although I know some of us are living in little spaces. If the only place you can have an altar is in your bedroom, then that's where you put it. Ideally, it's in your office space, it's in your living room. Ideally, it's not a place where everybody would see it. You can put your altars in cupboards, in wardrobes, which is where I have my altar. Nobody who comes to my space knows where it is. I used to not have that set up in another place where I lived. I had my altar in a very prominent place, and I just covered it in a invisibility cloak. I just went all Harry Potter on it, and it was amazing how many people came into my home and never even commented on it. It was like they couldn't see it at all. And it's beautiful. Of course, all of our altars are beautiful. Um, yeah. Okay. Where was I? About things. Okay. So for about a week, I have been working on refining my visions in the day planner, which, um, okay, this is what's happening in my offering universe. If you go to daniellelaporte.com/course, you're going to see that I have the energetics, daily energetics course. You got to get that course by September 28th. And then you get the day planners free. This is the weekly. They're so beautiful. Linen gold. This is the daily. This is the weekly. When you get the daily energetics course, you're getting these for free. And we're shipping everywhere in the world. Module 1 drops October 1st. But why I'm showing this to you has to do with visioning. We have life areas. See the life areas? And this is what I've been working on for new moon, eclipse, and equinox. I go through each life area and get clear about what I want to manifest and receive. So the 7 life areas are as follows. You can write this down now or go get the energetics course, daniellelaporte.com/centered. 7 life areas are spirit, mind and emotions. That's one life area, mind and emotions. Body, relationships, livelihood, play, space and things. Space and things is one life area. And because we're here and I'm giving it all I got, let me give you the refinement of those life areas. In spirit, the life area is That covers meditation, visualization, your prayers, rituals, breath work, reflection, journaling, all those things. It's your house of devotion. In mind and emotions, that's your thoughts, your speech, your actions, your feelings. It's big. It's how we create our realities. Under body, that covers nutrition, movement, rest, your supplements, your medicine, sex, sensuality, healing modalities. Under relationships, so often overlooked in terms of the wellness space. Your relationships include your relationship with yourself and your inner child. We begin there. And of course, your friends, your family, often forgotten in the space of relationships. Relationships with your animals, work, community, guides, the world. Then there's the category, the life area, all part of the daily energetics and the heart centered and the centered day planner. Livelihood, work, service, your finances, your leadership, and education. And then in the area of play, we cannot forget this: creativity, interests, hobby, travel. And then finally, the seventh life area in the centered system is space and things. It's one life area: your home, your workspace, your material things, your belongings, all the stuff you own. So, to prepare for today being new moon, eclipse, and us moving into fall equinox tomorrow, I go through each of those life areas that are in the centered system. Also, this is part of the centered app. If you go to getheartcentered.com, you get the app. It's always free. App and equinox and solstice meditations, always free for EVs. At least that part of the app. You got your 7 life areas. I'm going through and it's like, okay, what do I want to manifest and receive in terms of my devotion, my spirit, emotions? What do I want to be thinking and saying? My body, my relationships, my livelihood, how I'm going to play in space things. I will write out those visions and I will put them on my altar. And tomorrow I will give it extra prayers and really be in that space. Extra juicy meditation, personal meditation. Everybody tomorrow. You can replay the equinox meditation we did this morning on Substack. You can replay it multiple times in the background, really be in that space of collective light and intention, or you can actually sit with it. If you're coming in to get the recording, it will go out in an email. Go to daniellelaporte.com/meditation. Send it to your friends because it's free. Okay. Any questions, thoughts, comments before we wrap up on this beautiful Virgo new moon eclipse day before fall equinox day? And then we'll wrap. It's a great day to dance. All right. I'll give you the cues and we'll end with a little light prayer. So I have the thank you, Devin, with a Y. I'm so grateful for today, too. This is my favorite thing to do, is get together with so many people and work. This is the light work. This is us being the healers. We're not the wound. We're not the woundedness. We're the healers. What was the music and chanting? Excellent question. So this morning, I played the Gayatri mantra from a particular band group. I'm on my phone right now, so I can't show you the image. The band group is called Meditative Mind. So in the Centered Collective, our meditation, our membership, we have a series of mantras that get blessed up by the metaphysical practitioner, the energy worker I've been with for a decade. So we give you cues and links to mantras that are best for regulating your nervous system and sleep and all the things. The Gayatri mantra, which you can get for free, it's on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Meditative Mind, look for Gayatri. The Gayatri mantra is really the mantra of all mantras. If you don't know what to play and when to play, just play a Gayatri. It is sort of the essence of the divine feminine and divine masculine. There's that. Okay. Any other questions? just head to daniellelaporte.com/course. Yeah. Okay. What's the name? Gayatri. Gayatri. The name of the beautiful, I don't know who the dude is. It's some monks. I know they're monks. Um, Here. Do you want a little blast of it before we sign off? I can walk you through it. I did this mantra for many months, every day, 48 minutes. Om Bhurva Svaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimaha Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodaya. It's the Gayatri. Oh, thank you, Cheyenne. Yes. Om Bhurva Svaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimaha. I always say Maha or Dhimahi. Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Gayatri. Okay, I think those are all the questions. All right. You can head to daniellelaporte.com/course. The daily energetics course is getting into full swing, and you get your day planners, the daily edition of Centered or the weekly for free. You can always come into the Centered app. We will be queuing you this all the time. Mary, you've been listening to Deva Pramal's Gayatri. She really has a beautiful one. She does for sure. Okay. Let's breathe into our heart centers. Give thanks for the newness of today, this new moon in Virgo, a day of purification and devotion. The eclipse, a day to bless everything we have not seen so that we are freer. Moving into the fall equinox, which officially begins at 11:40 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, Monday. So open and so grateful to receiving this extra downpour of light. Hearts interconnected, full awareness of the interspaces, that matrix, hologram, golden light, and our capacity, commitment, and devotion to pouring soul qualities, virtues into that matrix of light, into that grid all day long. I breathe compassion into my heart. I exhale compassion into the grid, into my own toroidal field. I breathe divine love. I exhale divine love. It's all here. Thank you so much. So grateful to be together today. All the love.